Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I am so excited because I've got my first package in the mail today as part of round 2 of the Great Big Little Stitchery Swap hosted by the lovely Annie Claxton from Arty Farty Annie. And so this package is from the delightful Kathy, who I sent a swap square to, and she has sent me one of her beautiful swap squares, as well as what feels like a package of other exciting goodies. Now, as Annie always says in her videos, it's not necessary to add other goodies, and particularly when you're sending overseas, that can make the packages very expensive. Luckily, Kathy and I were exchanging packages within Australia, so I threw in some extra laces and other bits and pieces, some fabrics for Kathy, and it looks like she sent me some lovely extras as well. Well, I say looks like, I've purposely just tipped the envelope out, put the envelope on top, and I haven't peeked at what's underneath because I want to share the excitement with you. So I am wondering, I don't think, maybe the swap square is underneath. I'm going to have a quick little peek and see if it looks like there's a swap square in there. There might be, well, there's something that looks like a square, but I think, because it feels like the envelope's actually a little bit, yeah, the swap square's in here, I think. So we will open that last. I think I'll keep myself in suspense, and we'll start by having a look at this lovely crinkly package of deliciousness. My goodness, it's like a haberdashery store in here. It's like Christmas. It absolutely is like Christmas. Wow, Kathy, you've been so generous with your little... As someone who absolutely adores buttons and working on my burgundy bonheur piece for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, we need to go in here. We need to have a thorough look at these. What I might do is just get my little dish, and we can put them in as we have a look. Beautiful. Have nothing like these ones. Wow. Oh wow, look at that looks like a lolly. Could absolutely eat that. Just love my little buttons. They're so good to have. Look at all of these. Look, a nice beautiful little flower button. I love when you get the age marks on buttons. It just means that they've been used and loved. Oh, look at that one. Wonder what that's made out of. It's got quite a texture on the surface, almost like it's been carved out of something. Kathy, if you know what that material is in that button that we were just looking at, I'd be fascinated to know. Look at this one. It's even got little marks. That looks very old as well. You can even sometimes tell just by the sort of the build-up of materials in the centre. Look at all of these. Oh, that's oh, look at the passion on that one. Going to have to add these onto my Roxy Journal Stitchery. I saw this one in the bag. Look at that. How beautiful. Shimmery. It's like a cut work, but out of a plastic. More beautiful burgundy ones. Look at that one. Nice and see-through. Gorgeous. I love buttons. Oh, isn't that beautiful? A brownie burgundy. Perfect for my piece. Look at all of these. I am such a lucky girl. Truly lucky. Okay, I'll put those back in. But some of these are going to go into immediate use in my Roxy Journal of Stitchery. I didn't send Kathy any buttons. I'll have to look out some for her as well. I'll have to work out what her piece is using in terms of colours. Oh, wow. I literally am like a little kid at a candy store. I really am. Oh, look at that shell button. That has to be dyed, or is it naturally that colour? Wow. Oh wow, purple. And it's still got the purple thread in it, so it's come from a garment. Look at this one. I love it. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, such nice shell buttons. I love my shell buttons. I really, really do. I love them on the shiny sides. I love looking at the shell sides as well. That purple one is just, that's delicious. And that green, my goodness. So, so lovely. So well packaged up in little reusable plastic bags. Okay, let's have a, oh, glass buttons. My loves. Wow. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. The sound of the glass buttons, they're just, oh, exquisite. Look at that one. And metal buttons, oh, gorgeous. Hoping you can see how beautiful. Chocolate brown, and it's got a spiral in it. Look at this one, a pyramid shape, but all faceted. Wow, that's like a butterfly. Can you see that one? I am so spoiled. Thank you, Kathy. I cannot, I mean, it was amazing to even be just receiving a stitch square from you, but to receive all these incredible gifts. Oh my goodness. I am going to treasure these, Kathy, and I'm going to, think of you when I'm adding them into my stitchery. They will be absolutely adored and added into my treasure hunt. There's lots that will be added in. They're treasures, they're gifts, and they're treasures of the friendships we form on here. That is so lovely. Now I'm looking at this trim and it looks so similar to, I have to see the front of it. I don't know if it's one that I've got in a slightly larger format, which would be amazing. I know Kathy did say something, maybe some of the buttons I had. So no, it's very similar, but it's a different design. But isn't that just beautiful, this trim woven? And I just love that you can use it on either side, and it's beautiful on both. So definitely going to add some of this, both sides. I'll just take a little section and add this into my journal of my Roxy treasure hunt piece. Even though it's slightly more red, I think it will still work beautifully in the piece. That is lovely. I have to bring those into frame because they're just delicious. Delicious things. Wow, this one's gorgeous as well. Kathy, you've just picked out the most beautiful little goodies for me. They're just so perfect for the colour scheme of my piece. Beautiful little roses. I'll have to put that with my little Emily Rose piece for my niece that's going to go on to my treasure hunt with the rose reference. Love my blues and colours. I've got a plan actually for, reminds me of some of the Hungarian style stitchery, and I've got a plan for a project. Probably won't happen till next year, I don't think, but this would be perfect to add to some of the existing pieces I've been collecting. So that will be wonderful. So lovely. And you can see the age in this piece as well. Got some real treasures, Kathy. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Just the detail and the texture. So lovely. Now, is this something you've done, Kathy, or you've harvested it from something else? I just love that bridge tree. That one's going to have to go into my treasure hunt. It's got a greeny blue. I'm sure I can incorporate that. Look at this lace. I don't have one like this at all. I've got a lot of laces in my collection, but this is definitely a new to me lace. Wow. Beautiful. I think it could even be a handmade lace. I'm not sure. But that is gorgeous. Lovely bit of doily. beautiful colour, beautiful crochet thread. I do have some threads in that sort of similar colour, but I love it. It's got a little bit of gold in it, but then it's sort of verging on the grey, but it's got that sort of warmth in it. It's lovely, lovely. Look at this one. This one, our friend Leanne from Leanne's Crafty Cupboard. This would be beautiful on her piece that she's working on for the treasure hunt. Wow, that's gorgeous. So many different laces. Thank you so much, Kathy. I feel spoiled. I kind of, pick these things up and I'm like, I don't deserve all of this loveliness. But I'm going to welcome it and treasure it and most importantly use it and include it in my stitchery and think of you. Beautiful. Look at that. That's definitely going in in fact, I've just been working on adding my letter C and stitching it down. I'm thinking that could be even beautiful extending out from the edge. Wow, look how delicate this one is. Kathy, these are treasures. These are absolutely lovely. Look at that, like little doors. So beautiful. Don't know if you can hear the cicadas outside singing. That's the sound of summer in Australia, the cicadas singing. Wow. So, these are definitely old laces. Beautiful. Kathy, you have spoiled. Oh, wow. You have some seriously gorgeous laces. I thought I had seriously gorgeous laces, but you've got absolutely beautiful. Looks like some of them have come off little pieces. This has got a little mend here. Absolutely lovely. So beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So let's turn this upside down. Let's slip the square out so we don't look at it. And then let's put the envelope on top of the square and let's have a little read of the card. Hi Christine, thank you for being my swap partner. I hope you like the square I've made for you and the little bits and pieces I've included. Oh my goodness, Kathy, you've left me feeling absolutely spoiled. I've truly enjoyed making these tiny art pieces and feel I'll continue to make them after the swap is finished. Cheers and hugs, Kathy H. The lace pieces and trims are all old. Some laces are handmade. The shell and glass buttons are a small gift from my grandmother's collection. Hubby's grandmother, really. I've also added a few burgundy bits too. Kathy. I knew just touching them and looking at them that they definitely have age, and the laces, it does not surprise me when you say some of them are handmade. They are just exquisite. That is so very, very generous. And look at this beautiful card. Is that a Monet, I think? Yeah, Monet. I'm wondering if that's the house at Giovanni. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I've probably been keeping everyone in suspense for far too long. So let's put the card down underneath it. So let's start with the back. You know me, I like to look at the back. It looks like it's a beautiful coffee or tea dyed back. It's got an interesting little bit of stitching around here, stitching around the edge, but all different types of stitching. Not just like a running stitch or anything. There's some stitching along here, some little patches of stitching, but it feels like there's a lot of stitching on the front of the work. Now I have no idea which way up it goes. I'm going to make a guess it's just that way, but I have no reason to kind of assume one way or another. Look at this. I just want to make sure it's in frame. I'll move things out of the way so you can have a full and proper absorb of it with me. Smell the flowers. That is just so perfect for me. Absolutely perfect. I've got a little bit of glitter thread on it. Oh, look at these little flowers. Aren't they sweet? And beautiful thread painting. Had such a lovely time thread painting on Kathy's piece that I sent her as well. Look at that. More gorgeous laces around here. Beautiful butterfly. Little bunny rabbit. I love that little button. That's sweet. And then Kathy's put her initials KH 2023. And then you've done, yeah, a lovely stitch down here. Is that feather stitch or fishbone? Again, like Annie, I always get confused. I've done beautiful crosses up here. Now what stitch have you done along the cross, along the top? Is it maybe just a little overcast stitch? You've done cantha stitching through here. Done these beautiful little flowers. I'm going to have to look at how you've done those ones. It looks like you've almost done a whipped lazy daisy. I'm not sure. You're going to have to tell me what the trick is for those. And then these ones almost have the effect of being crocheted little pieces. And look at those sweet little stems. And you've used some lovely fabric here. I wonder if you've hand coloured that yourself. It's got greens into the more sort of neutral colours. A sweet, sweet, sweet little bit of trim. I can't believe it, but I'm sure I've actually got a bit of fabric that has a trim like this, and I'm sure in one of my random jars of like threads and other things that I keep by the desk, not this one because this one's a more recent one, I'm sure I've got a little piece of something very similar to that. That is amazing. Beautiful beading in the centres of the flowers. I love how you've done your thread painting here, Kathy. That's just really, really sweet. I'm wondering if you've done this all just by whether you've drawn it and just done it yourself, or whether there was a design on the fabric. If you've drawn it and just coloured it up yourself, that is absolutely fantastic. I tend to thread paint when I've actually got a design underneath. Just sweet. Oh, look at this. I hadn't even noticed the fabric under the butterfly. Look at it. It's just got a really fine little almost filigree pattern on it. In fact, I think if I'm sure there's a video. I'm sure I used maybe even this fabric, this little scrap of it. I think I could have even used something in Annie's square, which was the first square I made in the first great big little Stitchery swap. Beautiful. And this is wools that you've used here for the stem of these. And then that could be just a embroidery floss, or it might even be a silk. It's hard to tell. But yeah, that butterfly, gorgeous. I love it. I love it all. Love the cantha stitching. Love your writing. Very neat, and just, yeah, a really fun sort of font that or writing if it's your own writing. It's just really, really fun. I love how it wraps up around the flowers. And then just doing your little signature down here. It's just, it's sort of neutral. You don't notice it straight away, but then, yeah, it's lovely to have that signing of your piece. And this beautiful lace up the side. It feels lovely. I love touching these pieces. I love looking at them. I love seeing how people have done the work. As I say, I'm curious about these little flowers down here. I don't think it's something we've done in our dictionary of stitches, and I'm curious about these ones too, because it looks like you've almost gone around. So are they crocheted and then attached on? Although it looks like the yellow is attached into the fabric. But you've probably stitched this patch and then stitched the patch on. Oh, and then I didn't even notice this before. Can you see there's a fine white rickrack up here over which Kathy has done crisscrossing stitches. That is amazing. I'm sure I'll keep noticing things. Oh, yep, you've done really fine cantha stitching running vertically, and then you've got the cantha stitching probably with maybe like a crochet thread or something a bit thicker going across this way, and then you've got another thin cantha stitch there. It's just lovely when you do that cantha stitching or seed stitching. It just makes your piece so cohesive, as well as when you do the really heavy sort of thread painting. But that is delightful, so textural. And yeah, just love your background, and love the Love your backing piece. That's absolutely delicious. So that bit is where the stitching over the rickrack is. And then, oh yep, and then there's the stitching where you added the butterfly on. But yeah, I can see you've added little pieces. So you would have had this piece underneath. And the fact is the cantha stitching doesn't come through to the back piece. So you'd actually done your cantha stitching on your fabric beforehand. So yeah, you've got layers upon layers. Because yeah, you look at this and think, oh, there's not much stitching, but I could just tell by feeling it from the front there was a lot of gorgeous, gorgeous stitching. So Kathy, I just love the square. I'm very excited to add it in. I'm now actually just about to start putting together my Stitchery swaps from round 1, but I've got a few places in the project that I'm going to do with the round 1 ones where I will definitely be adding your piece into it. So stay tuned, folks, because I'm planning to share a video because I thought it might be a fun idea. It's different to what I've seen others doing, and it's a project that's going to be fantastic for the new year, one that we can work on now, but for the new year. So I won't say too much more, but if you're interested, if you're curious, then, and if you're not subscribed to me, you might want to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button so you get notified when I pop up that video. But my goodness, I am in love with all of these gorgeous goodies, and just in love with this square and the thoughtfulness, and for Kathy to share things that are from her family and her treasures. It's just such a beautiful community. People really take an interest in what you do, and it's just such a lovely bunch of people. That's why I just love sending things out myself and hopefully making people's day. So Kathy, thank you so much. It's so lovely to have something that connects us in a material sense as well. That's what these are. These are tokens of the friendships that we form, and they are incredibly special. And thank you again, Annie Claxton from Arty Farty Annie, for hosting, for kicking off this amazing process that brings so much joy into our days. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye everyone.